Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Kings. My name is Matt, and in today's video we have a ton of exciting stuff to talk about in regards to SHIB, including the fact that it has gone up over 20% today. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and let's break this all down. So if you guys haven't seen exactly what SHIB has done here, folks, this is pretty incredible stuff. You guys can see we are at officially in the mid 50s, which is so incredible. And in some of my previous videos, I said there were a few signs that this could erupt in some kind of bullish explosion, and it looks as if it has. Now, 24.5% gains, absolutely marvelous. Market cap here back into the 30s, which is wonderful considering we were sitting in the 20s for a good while. The volume is up here, but that's mostly buy volume, which is fantastic. Now, what do we have to pick apart here? Well, let's take a look essentially at what we are being given. So, I've talked a lot in previous videos about some of the bearish signals, which were a little bit upsetting to me. The main one, of course, being the fact that we have this rounded top here, another rounded top, but this time, this rounded top is like a cup, inverted cup with a handle, and then a slide down. This is notoriously a very bullish signal, and this obviously, as you guys can see, bearish signal. And as you guys can see, it normally leads to a slide down. That's not very good. And unfortunately, this led to a all the way crash down to 43. But it's not all bad, because what it looks as if we are seeing here, folks, is a mini cup and handle, a actual bullish cup and handle, which would look something normally like this, with a handle, a little slide, and then a further bullish action. So something like this is actually the inverse of what we saw over here, because here we saw the upside down one, and then now obviously we're seeing the right side up one. So this could very well be another bullish movement, which would be absolutely fantastic. Speaking of things that are fantastic, guys, make sure to check out Webull at the top of the link down below the description, guys. I would love to have you over there. You guys get started trading stocks, crypto, including Shiba Inu, all that good stuff. Top of the link down below in the description. If you use my link, I'll get a couple free stocks as well. So I always do appreciate it. So when it comes down to it, guys, again, there are so many different options here for where we could head out, but I really do believe that this could be a mini cup and handle, and if that is the case, we would have a little bit of a slide and then a very far rise up. So something like this, of course, if I draw it correctly, something like this, as you guys can see, would be more like the current prediction. So this, again, definitely does, you see the cup handle, this is a very bullish movement. Now, when we take a look at the relative strength index, you guys can see right now, on the day, we are pushing near the top, but nothing particularly major. Again, I would be very happy if we could just level off in the mid to high 50s here on the day, because remember, guys, yesterday was not so good. It really wasn't. And a great way we rectified what went on yesterday is because, of course, when we look at the levels of support, we look at the levels in which we are sustaining ourselves, the real line of support was really right around 43, 44. So when we draw our line of support, you guys can see in two instances here, sort of one instance here, one instance here, basically 6 times we managed to propel ourselves way above where we had the line of support at. So in 6 instances, we were able to just fly past what we had seen, and that is great. Because when we look at the Fibonacci retracement, and I talked about this in yesterday's video, when we look at the Fibonacci retracement, there is a great indicator here, because as you guys can see, we have the very bottom here, which is right around 43. This is, again, the all-time, like our worst on the day, like just terrible bottom. We managed to work our way through the 23.6% line. We go through it, we fall down a bit, we go through it, and we succeed, we win. This is exactly what I predicted in my last video as a possible bullish action. Again, the goal was to just break through this line, which we did it once, we fell. Okay, you never succeed on your first time, right? So we do it again, we break it again, and we succeed, and we keep going. That is what matters. Now, the current question is whether or not we're able to sustain ourselves on the 38.2% line or the 50% line, because there could be instances here where we consolidate over the 38.2% line, or we consolidate over the 50% line. So there are a good few amount of options here for how we consolidate going forward in the near future. When we take a look at the MACD, you guys can see, of course, it is giving us a pretty good buy signal, which is great. Definitely have no complaints with what this is showing. I also like to check the MA cross, which you guys can see, which is going to be thwarted here by TradingView, of course. But if we are to refresh action, check the MA cross, which I always like to do. You guys can see here on screen, we are being given a actual cross back into the red. So again, when the green's on top, always bearish, and the red's on top, always bullish. We are back into the red, which is wonderful. So we have entered what would seem to be a new territory. This is, again, utterly fantastic. I know so many people out there have been really, really waiting for this, to see this day finally happen. So again, we have a very rounded bottom, which is good in this instance. We'll probably slide a little bit, maybe slide from like 56 down to 52, something like that, and then have a further bullish action. This would be my guess in the most bullish scenario. I mean, really, I do see this continuing to surge within the next coming days. I definitely do see us, getting back to rank 10 here on CoinMarketCap. I could see our actual market cap getting closer to around 40, and I could see, of course, the volume continuing to go up, of course, in a good fashion, not the sell volume, obviously. We still do have that circulating supply issue, which, again, there's so much debate about, and I think has been a legitimate roadblock in getting Kraken and Robinhood to actually list it because of sort of the lack of clarity on the amount of circulating supply out there. So I'm sure a lot of people want to know, what's the best time to buy? When should I get in? And really, it's tough to answer for everyone because, for one, I'm not a financial advisor, but it's tough to answer for everybody because when it comes down to it, I think it depends on when you bought in, how much you have, and how comfortable you feel letting it ride to try to come back to where you bought it at. Because if you bought it at 88, let's say you bought it all the way here at the top, you might want to just wait a little bit until, you could get your grips, and see it in the 60s and 70s and feel more comfortable reaccumulating. Or if you bought at 88 and you want to lower your average, you want to lower your dollar cost average, you could buy now, and then your average would be like, 65, 70. You might feel a little bit better. So that's, again, just an example of how you could lower your dollar cost average in this circumstance. Again, the dollar cost averaging really just depends. If you bought way cheaper, if you bought with an extra zero in front here, like I did back in May, if you bought way, way, way cheaper than this and want to reaccumulate more because you don't feel like you're holding on to enough, this was my situation where I had some that I acquired back in May and some that I acquired periodically, but I felt like I wanted more. You could always reaccumulate at any little slide. Again, I do believe there will be a slide coming up here soon, just following the cup and handle pattern. There will be probably a slide coming soon down to like the low 50s. You want to set a limit buy at like 52 or something. That might be a good way to lower your dollar cost average. So that is definitely, again, another situation in which dollar cost averaging would prove very, very effective. So again, guys, things are looking good. I'm very excited about this. I definitely see us creeping up here again, getting closer to USDC and Dogecoin. The fact USDC is this high is funny to me. I don't know why, but we're getting closer to overtaking Dogecoin, which, really would be a triumph yet again. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, folks, and subscribe for more daily Shiba Inu videos. I would really appreciate that. Check out my Discord, guys, at the top of the link down below in the description. There are so many nice people over there. I would love to have you guys over there. And of course, I stream every single night around 11 p.m., midnight-ish, and I would love to have you guys over there. There's been a lot of really cool people over there. It's been a really fun time every night. We'll look at cryptos, talk about different cryptos. So it's been a lot of fun. So definitely check those out. And let me know down below in the comments, guys, where you see SHIB in a week from now. Thank you all so much. My name is Matt. See you guys on the next one. Peace.